Hey guys, Huzz here bringing you another video. So welcome back to a Q&A video. So I haven't done one of these in a while, maybe like 3 or 4 weeks, maybe. So yeah, I thought I'd do one because again, I'm preparing a lot of content ahead of time at the moment to have a few days off to just play Red Dead Redemption in my own time, to just chill and basically just be a normal gamer, if you will. To not like have recording to do or anything like that and just play a Red Dead for me. So that should be really good. It's coming out in a couple of days. By the time this video comes out, it may already be out. But basically, we're on Twitch at the moment, and we're going to do a Q&A with Twitch. So I've told them pretty much every question is, you can ask it. If you're asking a question that's just not getting answered, then I'm probably just not wanting to answer the question. But yeah, someone's just asking, what is my eye color? Considering I'm colorblind, there you go. Whatever my eye color is, you're welcome. Again, in the actual video, I'll be smaller and there should be gameplay in the background. But, yeah. Someone's saying, am I planning on having any other challenges based on League, like Climb to Master and Unranked to Diamond? There's only so many you can have. Next year, if Role Ranked does happen, it does open more possibilities. Like, Unranked to Diamond using just one role, like that's a series by itself. So stuff like that, sure, but I don't know, really. It's hard to answer the question because we don't know what sort is coming. Someone's saying, what's my thoughts about press the attack versus Conqueror on bruisers like Claire Jackson? It's just matchup dependent, literally just matchup dependent. If you're against someone tanky who you're going to deal with a lot into the mid-late game, then Conqueror pretty much is always better. If you are against somebody who's squishy or you need to win the early game, then press the attack is usually better. So, yeah. Is YouTube Red worth it? I have it, but it's called YouTube Premium in the UK. I have it because I'm biased towards YouTubers' income, obviously. I would never use ad block for a YouTuber because I know that's the way that they actually make a living. And if you enjoy the content that you're watching, if you've got ad block, you are literally not contributing at all to that content creator. But I also hate ads. I'm with people, so YouTube Red or YouTube Premium, whatever it's called in your area, is like a nice compromise. It's $10 a month, but you can basically be at ease that when you're watching YouTubers' content, you're still contributing to their income and helping them. So that's why. But obviously, I'm biased because I am a YouTuber. What do I think of World so far? I think it's pretty good. Again, there is 2 sponsored streams upcoming that we're going to be pretty much solely talking about the League of Legends World Championships. So we'll be breaking down games, breaking down team comps, and giving my overall opinions about Worlds. And I will be officially announcing when that stream and streams are happening. Again, they will not be on YouTube. They are just on Twitch, and I'll open up the VODs so people can go and watch them if they can't make it to the live show. But yeah, that will be happening pretty soon, and that's all about Worlds. If you took a girl out to dinner, what type of food would I choose? Something that wouldn't cause stinky breath, I think would be good. So, like Italian, I guess. Sure, we'll go with that. Is Assassin's Creed still a good game after playing it? Well, yeah, it's really good. I haven't been playing much more of it because I've been just playing a lot of solo queue. Again, we are climbing quite a bit in solo queue at the moment, and that's my main focus before Red Dead comes out. Red Dead might have something to say about that, in the final few weeks, but we are doing really well, so I'm just trying to play as much League as possible at the moment. What is my ideal age when to get married and have kids? No idea. Marriage is something that I could definitely give or take. I'm sure it'll be nice, but, if it happens, it happens. And kids, I'm still on the fence about them. It's a maybe. Because, again, I want to have... I know it's a very selfish way to think of things, but I want to have the best life I possibly can. And when you have kids, obviously a lot of what you want to do goes kind of to the side because you've got to look after kids and stuff. So, I don't know. It'll be a time and a place, and if I have the right partner that, that's what we decide, then sure. But I definitely know I would not have kids before at least I'm 30. I'm 24 now, and I don't... I don't even see me having kids in the next 10 years. So, yeah. Would you recommend someone getting back into League now or in preseason? I'd actually say now, kinda, because it's the last month, so you've got basically nothing to lose, if it were. When you're in a preseason's going to affect your whole next season, like, a lot. But, like, you've got less than 3 weeks to go. You may as well just get back into it and just kind of go, hey, if I can quickly just nab that gold and get that Orianna skin, I don't think that'll be a bad thing at all, so, yeah. Kit's asking, should Riot delete the option to check stats on op.gg, Professor and stuff? It's an interesting thing. By the time this video comes out, I'm not sure if others would have come out that I mentioned, but the spectate servers are currently down in League of Legends. When the spectate servers are down, that also means op.gg is down, Professor is down, because they use the spectate servers to look up the stats. Again, the stream knows I spoke about this earlier. I have had a conversation with a couple of Rioters here and there, and some Rioters, I'm not going to say the whole of Riot, some Rioters actually dislike the fact that you can look up the stats when you go into ranked games and stuff. They actually prefer that if people are kind of anonymous of how good they are with a champion, apart from the rank. That, you know, if you're getting queued to somebody in ranked, you know they should be generally the same skill level as you, and that's what they think that should be enough. Because the grind of ranked has become so much more serious nowadays than what it was back in Season 1 and Season 2, and hell, some of even Season 3. Because those stat websites didn't really exist, or they were really bad back then, so you didn't have time to use them. But now they're so quick and very snappy that, yeah, you can find out anything you want within seconds. I'm on the fence about it. I like the stats, but I also think League could be better if it wasn't a thing. I think the game actually health would improve if the loading screens wouldn't be a thing, because everybody's playstyles change. If you're in top lane and you're a Diamond 2 player and you're against a Riven 1-trick in Diamond 2, you're going to play different. You're going to be like, oh god, she's a Riven 1-trick? Ugh. Rather than, it's just a Riven player. Like, you're going to play different. So, yeah. Can I do a spectate video of one of the best players in the world? Yeah, I guess. So, unfortunately, I don't have access to the Worlds finals, the actual replay files of the Worlds games. I actually have inquired, and yeah, you can't get them. But I have thought when pros are in solo queue, it would be interesting to look at how they do in solo queue. Because what's funny is you actually notice trends that pros are doing. So if you guys are aware of the Hjarnan Heimerdinger pick, if you actually looked up all the solo queue accounts of the other AD carries in Worlds, a lot of the Asian AD carries have started recently to spam Heimerdinger, when Heimerdinger bot really never made it to Korea and stuff. So it would be kind of interesting to watch games of people picking up champions at that rating and stuff and that level. We know Riot is working on a new game. What type of game would I like it to be? An MMORPG. If that's what I'd like it to be. I don't think it is. I have a couple guesses what it is, but yeah, no, I'd love an MMORPG set in the world of that League is set, which I think is called Runeterra. It just fits. Riot have already got a world. They already have all the locations. You've got like champion. The champions that exist in League of Legends could be, you know, the faction champions that you actually can go talk to them in game and stuff. But you're your own little character, and you can build yourself a Yordle or a human. Or whatever, and the classes, you could break down the classes from League easily. You know, you have the standard tanks, mages, healers already. So I don't think it would be that much of a leap, but I don't think they're doing it. I don't think Riot's second game would be an MMORPG. I think, I'll say, my guesses are either a fighting game, like a side-scrolling fighting game, kind of like a Street Fighter. The reason for it, one, I think it would fit League of Legends. You have your champions and they're the fighters. But more importantly, 2 years ago, Riot bought a game studio that was working on a fighting game, and that was actually quite popular. It was in pre-alpha or something, and you could play it. And it was big robots. I think Dyrus played it quite a lot about 2 years ago, and they bought that studio and stopped the production of that game. So why did they do that? Unless they were changing that game to be a League of Legends fighting game, maybe. Or I think it would be a card game. Like League of Legends' own Hearthstone. I think that would be likely to. So those are my two biggest guesses. Do I think Riot should make that new players that start ranked have Season 5 MMR compared to they don't have Silver 1 or Silver 2. New players have Silver 4 MMR. So the reason why it's Silver 4 is that is the dead average League of Legends player. The dead average League of Legends player is Silver 4. So yeah, that's where a new account starts. Bum, 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 bum. Do I consider any champions brain dead? Yeah. Again, if ever if I were to say them, people would get offended, but there obviously are some. But what I would say is you've got to be smart about how you're describing them. Mechanically, yes. But decision-making, no. Like, there is no brain-dead decision-making champion in League, but mechanically there are some. Like, you know, Master Yi, Garen, you know, they're the obvious ones. Tryndamere, like, they're very one-dimensional, very bog standard. They don't really have mechanics. But if you put somebody that, you know, the average Tryndamere player may have terrible mechanics, but if they have also terrible decision-making, they'll do really bad. But a good Tryndamere player, it's not about mechanics, it's about decision-making. When to split push, when to go for that kill, when to press ultimate. That's what makes those players good on those champions. Do I see any potential pitfalls of the new rank system going from fewer ranks from 5 divisions to 4 divisions? No, because they're implementing technically more divisions. They're putting 2 new tiers in the game. So technically, how many ranks are there? 7. So they are removing 7 divisions, but they're in essence actually adding 8, I think. Or are they not? Oh wait, no, they're not. They're adding 5. Because Iron will be 4 new divisions, but is Grandmaster and Master changing? I don't know. I can't remember. Is Master, because it goes Master, Grandmaster, then Challenger. If it's the same, that if Master still doesn't have actual divisions, then actually they are removing them, I guess. But no, I don't really see any pitfalls to it. Like, I'm guessing that they're trying to adjust the percentages of ranks at the moment. Because again, it is a little bit silly, the rank situation in League of Legends. Like, again, I won't give away what rating I am in this Q&A because it might be coming out before some important games are coming out. But I'll just say my actual percentage in League of Legends right now on EU West, which is one of the most populated servers, I'm in the top 0.16%. So again, forget the top 1%. I'm in the top 0.16%. If I was in the top 0.16% of any competitive game out there on the market to this day, I would be the highest rank that's in the game. I would be Challenger in Dota 2, I'd be Challenger in Rocket League, whatever their equivalent of Challengers, being in the top 0.16%, I would be in that rank. But I'm in, let's just say, somewhere in Diamond, and there are 2 ranks above me, yet that percentage is crazy low. League of Legends does have a little bit of a problem when it comes to that. That is kind of crazy. So I'm hoping the new ranks and divisions and what they're doing in the background will actually kind of mess with the percentages a little bit in a good way. Like, I think it is silly being in the top 0.16% and not being even in the highest rank. Not even being in the 2nd highest rank. I'm in the 3rd highest rank of the game. Like, that's kind of crazy. Have I seen Venom? Yeah, I've seen Venom. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I'd say the best part of the film to me was the relationship between Eddie and Venom, like their conversations, the internal dialogue. That was the best part for me. I think the film just needed more budget. If they gave the film more budget, because especially the CG, the effects they were going for, just weren't very clean. You could, like, some of them were actually kind of ugly CG, and if they gave them a bit more money to play with to do the effects, I think it would be a much better film. And also the acting on certain people was pretty bad. But yeah. Besides yourself doing it for YouTube series, what are some reasons people smurf? The biggest and best reason that people smurf is that they've reached the pinnacle of League and their games take too long to get into ranked. That is, like, the biggest reason that people smurf. So if you're a Challenger player and your games take half an hour to get into another game of League, that really sucks because you're not actually playing the game anymore. So that's why people like, if you guys know, on EUS, we've got a guy called like Magiflex or something like that. He's got like 8 accounts in Challenger at the moment because every single time he gets one account too high rating, it takes him like half an hour to get into another game of League. So he just makes another account and gets it to Challenger. It's the exact same thing when Wild Turtle had 3 accounts in Challenger in North America. The exact same thing. So that's the biggest and I'd say best reason for doing smurfing is that it's taking too long because you're too high rated. Other things is obviously practicing other roles that people do, which is in essence what role ranked is going to be if they do it. Like, again, I've said for ages, if you guys right now hate Smurfs, and there are a lot of people that are like, I hate Smurfs, they've ruined ranked, you all should absolutely hate the idea of role ranked, because that is what solo queue next year is going to turn into. Is that, think of the average player in League doesn't have a Smurf. Like, again, the basic math of a Smurf holding you down a rating is a flawed logic. Because if you just say, okay, the best players are Diamond plus players, that only is the top 2% of the game is Diamond plus players. Half of those players won't have Smurfs. Probably about, if it's the top 2% of the players are Diamond, let's say the top 0.5% of the LoL population that Diamond and above have Smurfs, then also have to be playing the game at the same time as you. Smurfs are never the reason that you're going to be held down in rating, but if you're somebody that does blame Smurfs for holding you back, think about it logically. That is a very low percentage that a Smurf is going to be in your game, but next season, everybody technically has 4 Smurfs on their main account. You've got your main rank, which is the rating you should be, and then because you're probably going to be just a good player in most ranks, like most people are, you have 4 different ratings that are not your main rating that you'll just jump on and absolutely smash face on because it's just a lower rank than your main rank. 4 versus 1. Like, it's going to be crazy. There's going to be so many stomps next year. It's like, think of it logically. Say for me, I'm higher rating, let's say in mid lane than anything, but I'm confident to play all 5 roles in Diamond. But let's say my AD carry rank is in high gold. I'm still a high diamond player going to be putting gold on AD carry. That's still not healthy. And it's just, I think it's just really bad. It's a bad idea. What is my most loved champ of looks? It depends what angle you're going from, I guess. Let's go off 2 angles: coolness and actual like how good they look. So coolness, how cool does a champion look? I'd say Graves is a pretty cool looking character, but he's relatively generic. Like, think of like a cowboy guy with a shotgun, and you'll probably just think of Graves. But he's pretty cool. And then actual like looks, probably Misfortune for no particular reason. Oh yeah, will I, sorry, there was a second half to the Venom. Will I watch the animated Spider-Man film coming? Yes. That looks really good. Again, if you go to watch Venom in the movies, make sure you stay right until the end. And I literally mean to the end of the credits. There is a 5-minute long preview for that movie, and it looks really good. So yeah. Bum 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 bum. What champions do I think needs a rework? There's not that many, I don't think. Per se. Like, again, I've got personal bias. Like, I think that the likes of like Garen, Tryndamere, stuff like that are very basic. I actually think you could probably get rid of those and League of Legends would not suffer at all. I think League of Legends might get better. So, I don't know. My friends say that even if my other lanes feed like crazy, I can just carry the team and win my lane. Do I think that way is very one-dimensional, considering that all lanes affect one another somehow? It's the general premise: if you're good enough, you'll climb. It's that simple. That's what solo queue is. If you're not climbing, you have to look internally, because again, the general premise is everybody who is in solo queue has the exact same situation as you. You're not special. Riot isn't picking on you. You're not getting any more trolls than anybody else. you got to get rid of that attitude if you feel that way. So how does somebody climb if they don't deserve it? Well, they don't. You know, again, look at my Unranked to Diamond. The reason why I do Unranked to Diamond every single year is to show people there's no such thing as yellow hell. I'm half trying in Unranked to Diamond. I'm also playing champions that I normally don't even play, yet I still get a fresh account to Diamond. There is no excuse apart from yourself. That's it. That's the be and end all. So what your friends are saying is partially true. So yeah. Bum 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 bum. If you could design an Earthbender skin, what champion would it be on? It would have to be something that would fit. I think Galio could work, but like you'd have to change Galio quite a lot to make it work. Like his Q could be throwing boulders, his W could be like a massive rock wall that surrounds people, like a taunt, but holds people in. His E could just be like him getting propelled by rocks, and his ultimate is where I think you need to change him the most. Instead of him going up and jumping down, he'd have to go down and then come up. Like, go into the ground and pop up from the ground. That's the way that I think they could do Galio. So, yeah. Do I think a LOL 5v5... Wait, no. Do I think LOL would make a good movie? Yeah. I think... And would you base it on the actual 5v5 aspect or the world? Nah, you'd focus it on... You could kind of, in a way, focus it on a game of League, but in, like, a background sense. That, you know, if you're a League player, you'd be like, oh, wow, they've got 5 main characters on each side of the film. I know what's happening here. But you don't have to make it, like, obvious. You're on Summoner's Rift. But it'd be kind of cool. I think the best story that they would go with, if I had to be like, right, what LOL movie would you do first? Just do the basic, bog standard Demacia versus Noxus. Do that. And I think that's a really good introduction, basically. So, yeah. If I worked for Riot, what department would I work in? There's a few that I'd love to. Like, community department would be probably the ideal one for me, but I don't think the people in the community department make much money. So, you know. But I'd love to work in community department. Champion design would be one that I'd be interested in as well. And obviously, you know, esport department. I've always thought that maybe I could do some type of casting eventually. Alright, we'll do a couple more questions and that'll be it for today. But yeah, no, it's just about the movie thing. When League have done their shorts, it's the same with like Overwatch and stuff. Like, we had the World of Warcraft movie that people either love or hate. I actually like the World of Warcraft movie, but I think they did it in the wrong way. They did it with live action and then CG. Screw that. If you go watch the World of Warcraft or Overwatch cinematics, do a whole film in that style, and the exact same thing with League of Legends. I wouldn't want, you know, real actors. I'd want an animated film. I think, you know, either the two styles that League of Legends does is either the 3D modeling animation, like a Blizzard cinematic, or even like the hand-drawn stuff that they've done occasionally. I reckon you could do that for a film. It'd be unique, it'd be different. I think it would do really well. And I'd say the best and the most easy way that a League of Legends film could happen, I'll say it right now, is if Netflix wanted to do it. If Netflix said to Riot, we'll do a League of Legends film, but it's solely on Netflix and there's like a partnership there, then I think it could happen. If it's Riot by themselves kind of going, oh, we're going to release a film and it's going to go into theaters, I don't think that will ever happen. I think it'll only happen if it goes onto Netflix. So, yeah. Or like an Amazon. I think Netflix is just the more likely one, but if Amazon or someone like that were to say, hey, we'll have it on Amazon Prime, then sure. But yeah. I think that is going to be it, though, for today. I actually completely did a derp moment, but I haven't said anything until now. I actually forgot to record this Q&A, but don't worry, I can download the VOD and then upload that instead. So I've made a bit of a derp moment, but it's fine. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the Q&A, throw a like in the video. If you've got any more questions you want to leave down below, then feel free. Again, generally, when these Q&As go out, I'm in bed on my laptop. So if you've got questions, I always can type some answers while I'm in bed. But yeah, like, subscribe, leave questions, and I'll see you guys next time.